Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Can we please never stop talking about Taylor Swift?
Their wedding's impending, and the publicity's never ending. Everyone and their mom are talking about Taylor and Travis. They're so big, I'm only using their first names. Taylor posted their engagement photos on Instagram on Tuesday morning, and it's already the most liked post ever in the history of the entire universe, with 30 million likes and counting. Even here at Fox, we covered the story as breaking news right when it happened. And President Trump himself weighed in.
The biggest pop culture news of the year broke while we were in this cabinet meeting. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are engaged, and the world wants your reaction, sir.
Well, I wish him a lot of luck. I think he's a great player. I think he's a great guy, and I think that she's a terrific person. So I wish them a lot of luck.
Even Trump loves their love. Even though not too long ago, he slammed her as a woke singer who is, quote, no longer hot. But if only Greg were here to react to the news that Taylor Swift ended up with a rock bigger than he is. Listen, you know what, Michelle? I'm not a Swiftie, and I wish I were a Swiftie. I say this all the time because I just see the joy that they regularly have over anything that happens. But I found myself experiencing so much joy for her when I found out that she was engaged.
Well, it's like finally for her, you know, after all the songs of disappointment and despair. But I think, you know, and frankly, this is going to be like a royal wedding.
Yes.
I see you out of the corner of my eye. I see you. But here's the thing. I think they should do a pay-per-view wedding, and imagine, wait a minute, for good. Imagine the money they could raise for charity if they did a pay-per-view wedding. I mean, it would be off the charts because people worldwide would watch this thing. And I think the betting odds are going to be really interesting. Like, does she wear her hair up? Does she wear it down?
Yeah.
Does she wear a white dress or a floral dress? Who picks out the tuxes? What color are the ties?
Oh, my God, take me now. Take me now. Any one of my ancestors.
You laughed longer than I thought you would.
Come get me.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, come get me.
We also should have been betting on how long it would have taken him to do that.
I was waiting. Here's the thing. I'm not a Swiftie either. I am not.
Are you sure?
I'm not. No. But I like to gamble, and I think gambling on this kind of stuff would be really fun. That's all. I'm thinking of it for selfish purposes.
So, Tyrus, you sound pretty excited. You were saying that you're glad it finally happened, that you've been listening to her since she was a little girl.
I thought Swiftie was a cleaning product at your house. Listen, my wife's not into it. My daughters aren't into it. So it doesn't exist. I know Kelce, just because my Patriots beat him, he's probably going to have a horrible offseason because there's no way you can train for the NFL and pick out flower colors and he's done. It's over. But on behalf of men everywhere, I don't care. I don't care. Like, get married. Good for you. I'm multi-millionaires marrying a billionaire. Somewhere a little angel just got its wings, okay? It's glorious and wonderful. Get a prenup.
You know, Tom, I don't know what happened to me because I think I used to be that kind of person that I would have had that reaction, and I'm actually like, oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, because you're a girl.
Am I? Yes.
You're a girl.
But I really like Travis Kelce. I don't watch the football games, but like he did that one tweet about the squirrel eating bread or something. Do we have that or we don't have that? I would like to throw it on the screen if we had it, but maybe we don't. Do we have it? Okay, yeah, look at this tweet, please, everyone. Look at this tweet. This is a real tweet that Travis Kelce tweeted. I just gave a squirrel a piece of bread, and it straight smashed all of it. I had no idea they ate bread like that. Ha ha, hashtag crazy. Both squirrel and piece are misspelled. I mean, how do you not love this man?
It's real easy.
How do you not?
I know. He's obviously got more problems than I thought. But I don't. This does not bode well. You know, the picture that she did. First of all, she said your English teacher and your gym teacher just got engaged. What is she saying by that? Like English? She thinks she's an English teacher. She's not. She's a singer, and he's a football star. Why did she give him the downgrade to gym teacher? That is such an insult.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he got engaged. He's down on his knees in this like frilly garden. And I was like, what did he get engaged at her place for? It's his place. Why does he have a girl's yard? Look at that. His yard is so girly.
Okay, so maybe he's not a poet, right, Jamie? But,
Yeah.
you know.
That tweet is wild. I had no idea he was that well read. You know what's funny? Not only can he not spell, he can't even use spell check. It does it for you. How hard is it to not click the little squirrel spelled correctly?
I admire the confidence.
That's very
He's like,
confident.
and boom, send it.
He's like, no, I'm pretty sure I'm right. 3 Qs. You can see Trump when Trump goes, when he goes, good luck, there's a pause. In his head, you can hear him go, you're gonna need it. It's like a pause. I'll bet it's easy to tell when Taylor Swift's about to break up with you. Don't you think if you live with her? I'll bet she's in the other room like, honey, what rhymes with I no longer love you? Like, oh, she's writing the song. I was surprised. I know nothing about football, so I apologize to everybody on the panel. But I was surprised that the tight end, I was surprised that he pulled like the hottest chick. You know, I always thought that was like quarterback. I feel like the tight end getting the hottest chick is like the tambourine player from the Rolling Stones getting the hottest chick. You know what I mean? I thought it went like quarterback, running back, tight end, and then the kicker actually touches himself while he watches a tape of the quarterback and a woman.
Normally that is correct, but he plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Your starting quarterback sounds like Kermit the Frog. Your running backs are always getting arrested for kicking people.
Okay.
Your kicker got crucified because he loves the Lord. So the tight end was just right place, right time situation.
Well, the quarterback is the one who throws it.
Yes, Kat.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.